Hello everyone, this is Yo-Yo from Old School Runescape. So I know when usually people make a fresh account, they usually start from the beginning to start a progress video. When I first started this account, I wasn't too sure if I was going to play it, which is why I didn't start from the beginning. But as you can see, I've been playing on this account for a while. I started playing on it more than my actual Ironman account. But don't worry, I'm still playing on my Ironman, but oh my god, UIM is actually a different level. I'm actually starting to like it. There's some challenges along the way, and as you can see, I started a few quests and diaries. I've even got like 39 collection logs, whatever. 25 days of play time. That's how much I invested. So I really don't got a lot going for me on this account besides my levels. I have a looting bag, but I don't have anything in it exactly. I've been hoarding everything in my inventory, as you can see. And also because they're untradables and you can't store untradables in a looting bag. So I've really just planted myself here and just started doing fletching XP, as you can see. I actually found a better method to do fletching. It's not meta or anything, but it's pretty convenient for UIM. But there are a few things we have to do before we can actually get to that area because it's locked behind quests. So I think that's what we're gonna go do right now. We're gonna start it off. Alright, so Cabin Fever is the main quest we gotta do to get to the area where we want to get, along with a list of some of the quests that we actually haven't done yet, which are Rum Deal, Zogre Flesh Eater, Big Chompy Bird Hunting, and the main problem we're probably gonna have is level 50 smithing, but I do have a plan for that. Alright, so we're gonna start off by doing Zogre Flesh Eater. These bones are really expensive. I actually forgot how expensive they were, but I'm pretty sure you can guess what I'm gonna do with these as soon as I'm done with the quest and I get this bone up. Zogre Flesh Eater completed. And yep, you guessed it right. I literally went to go death pile just so I can come here and use the bones. I know it's only like 5, but every prayer counts. I haven't even thought of a way I was actually going to be training my prayer on this account. I will be coming here, but I mean, I gotta have them noted prior to coming here, so I'm not even sure how I'm gonna level my prayer on this account. But for now, it's okay. We'll figure out that later when it comes to that. Alright, we're gonna do Big Chompy Bird Hunting next. I really gotta figure out this inventory thing. The one thing about the UIM is I got used to hoarding everything in the bank, and now I obviously can't do that. But it's alright, it's a learning process. So with this, that's Big Chompy Bird Hunting completed. Since I already had everything in my inventory and I was just gonna drop it, I decided I was gonna go ahead and do this part and save one of the council members, because the last thing I wanted to do was go get everything just to do this one part when I could have did it now. 74 range, nice. Alright, so we actually ran into a few obstacles. We actually completed all the quests, but we don't have level 40 farming or 42 slayer, but there are a few quests that get farming XP, so we're gonna go do those now. Alright, the Garden of Death completed. That was 10,000 farming XP, and that gets us from level 17 to 30. Huge for the account. So the thing about RuneScape is that I've always loved doing these quests. The only thing that I really ask is that they at least finish the storyline. Some of these are basically on a cliffhanger, and it kind of makes you wonder what happens next, but so much for that. Alright. Forgettable Tale completed, 5,000 farming XP for 33 farming. Alright, we came to the Mage Training Arena. We just need one level to get 59 Mage so we can start the quest Family Crest. So the smithing gloves are what we're gonna go for here. This is gonna make training smithing from level 42 to 50 a lot easier, and this is gonna save us a lot of time in the long run. Alright, that's 59 mage. So we're gonna go ahead and start this quest first, and then once we get to the part where we have to get to the wilderness, we're gonna go death pile. So now this is me death piling, and it's taking forever to die. But once I do, we'll move on. Some of you are probably gonna flip out when you see my inventory and you see all these runes that I brought with me. But the thing is, I actually don't have a rune pouch right now, so I can't really organize how many runes I want to drop or how many I want to take. But for now, it's fine. If I just happen to die, then I guess it wasn't meant to be. For right now, we're just gonna go ahead and kill some of these spiders. We really need a looting bag. Oh wait. Yep, that's one. Alright, now we can move on. Thank God, I didn't want to be here forever. So the thing about this quest is the boss is not even hard. It's these spiders that are poisonous that just happen to be in the same layer with him. I don't know why they did this. I just need that spider to stay there so I can just kill the boss and just beat it. I just want to be done with the quest and I want to get out of here. So the thing about this boss is, when I first did this quest, I used to think it was really hard. I don't know, I guess my mage level was just level 59, but even right now it is, and I guess it doesn't seem hard at all. I guess every time you do a quest for the first time, it's hard, but once you do it more than once, it gets easier each and every time. I remember back then, me and my friends came here together to back each other up to do this quest just because we were in the wilderness. Alright, that's the crest. Now I need to go pick up my stuff before it despawns. Alright, we went to go pick up our stuff and now we're here. So let's go ahead and turn this in. And family crest completed. So I've been thinking about this for a while. It was actually kind of hard to come to terms with, but it's not like it's going to be gone forever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my graceful gloves in the POH. And I know I can't get it back until I get the full set, but we got to get 70 agility anyway, so we're eventually going to get it. And then we'll put this cape on the rack. This is to reduce the amount of items we have in inventory because we're going to be mining gold ores and we need all the space we can get. So I think we've done everything at this point to make as much space as we can. There is a few items we can throw in the bag, which we're going to do right now as soon as we chop this tree. So I was really having more problems trying to find an area where I can mine gold ores and then smith them and then maybe just drop them. But there's not that many places in the game where you can actually do that, and since I don't have a bank, I can't just go somewhere, mine them, store them, and then use them for later. But what I can do, or what I could have done, I could have went to this one spot in Brimhaven. There's a bunch of gold ores there. I was gonna mine them there and use super heat item, and then drop them, but honestly that probably would have been a waste of nature runes, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think what I'm gonna go do is go to the desert. So basically I'm gonna start off where A is at to mine the 2 rocks, and then I'm gonna go to B to smith them, and then I'm gonna go to C to go sell them after I turn them into gold bracelets. And I know this is probably like a long process and it's probably definitely not efficient, but it's okay because we're not aiming for efficiency, we're just aiming to get the levels that we want, which probably will take a lot longer, but it's alright. So another thing I've been thinking about is whenever you make an early account, you kind of gain levels fast because I mean you don't need that much XP for each level. So I was thinking of putting a montage together of farming, slayer, and smithing, so that way you don't have to see me get every level. I kind of rather do it all a 3-for-1 type of deal. I've never done one of those before, and I've seen people do them, and they look really nice. And I think it might be a good experience to do this for the first time, in case I plan to use this for the future. Because after we get these gauntlets, we're going to be here for a while. I would say about maybe day or two, which will give me more than enough time to put it together. And here is my montage. I hope y'all enjoyed that montage I did for y'all. That was actually my first time ever doing one, and honestly, it took a lot longer putting it together than I thought. But now that we're done grinding all those levels that we needed, we can finally do this rum deal. It actually took a lot longer than 2 days. I think I spent 3 days there because of all the running I did and because I was so limited on inventory. But it's alright now because we're here and we're almost done and we're about to get where we want to get, so that way we can get easier fletching XP, which was the whole point of this video. So we finally got to the boss fight of this quest. This boss shouldn't even be considered a boss because I mean it's not even that strong. I mean I don't even have a weapon to actually fight it. I'm just gonna bash it with this staff. I actually completely forgot I was gonna fight something on here, so I threw the de-skimming thinking I wasn't gonna need it, but obviously I was. This fight is probably gonna take a while. I'm probably just gonna fast forward it. Alright, we're almost done, and maybe one hit, and we're good. Now we can move on. This is probably going to be the last time we talk to this guy, and I think we should finish the quest here. Alright, just get through the dialogue. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I wish they had a skip. There we go. rum deal completed, and now we can move on to cabin fever. Finally, everything we've done up to this point was for this one quest to start cabin fever. I actually had to do Ghost Ahoy before I actually came in here. I forgot I didn't have any of the tokens to get inside. So I did that, which I will not include just for the sake of the video. Alright, we started. Now we gotta go. So I've been thinking this whole time since I've been making this video, we're doing this to get to the area where cabin fever leads you at the end of the quest. But I also just realized I don't think we're going to be able to do what I want to do because that would require me to have a bank. And since I am a UIM, I can't do that. So now I gotta find a place where I can get a death bank, which will probably be the farming guild or Zora. This was probably one of the best part of the quest, actually stealing the loot like an actual pirate, besides the part where you actually go and fire the cannon in against the other ship. And then you got the part where Bill was roasting you because you had a brain of the size of a berry. He probably thought we didn't hear him, but we did. We heard everything. Alright, finally, the time we've been waiting for, cabin fever completed. And that gets me 51 crafting, which we're gonna need later. So after doing some research, I finally realized that there's actually a second thing we could benefit from this area, which is really gonna be huge for this account, because we need to start getting upgrades at some point. But we'll talk more about that on the next videos. Stay tuned.